So I'm going to try to do this a little bit more live, but still pre-recorded. Last time I kind of did a recording and then I pieced it together in Caden Live afterwards. And I'd rather skip that step and get these out a little faster, a little smaller, a little faster. I don't want to make it into a big investment. So here we are. And what I'm going to do with this one is just stick to one thing like last time, but we're not going to take 2 hours to do it because I'm not going to explain everything. I'm just going to jump into it. And this time around, I want to take this Kliban classic. I hope I'm saying his name right. I never actually say it. But very famous, very odd artist from, I want to say the 70s and 80s. I think he did some stuff for Playboy. He has a very famous cat. Let me see if I can pull that up, because you may recognize that more than, let's see, Kliban. Let's see. Some of his more famous works have that cat in them. But he also does weird shit like this. Mental floss. You may have seen that one before, the Mousies. Love to eat the Mousies. Mousies what I love to eat. Bite their little heads off. Nibble on their tiny feet. So that's a famous one. Famous for $3.95. Surely from an authorized vendor. Anyway. So yeah, back to the pies. I saw this earlier, and I was just thinking to myself, man, that looks like that would be pretty easy. As soon as the word easy comes into any conversation, you know you've already failed. But this looks like something that would be pretty reasonable to put into an AI art project. So, put that off to the side. So let's see what we got. We got the stars. We got a star field. We got a planet down here. Stars of various magnitudes, pies. You got a comet. Can't forget the comet. And that looks doable. I mean, just for fun, for the first pass, let's just take the actual art and put it into image to image and just see what we can pull out. My ultimate goal is to do this one manually, but let's see how it goes. All right, let's unpin the gallery so we don't have that taking up space. So what do we got? We got the first thing in a prompt should always be the most prominent thing in the picture, and clearly that's pies. Or is it outer space? I don't know. We're going to find out. We're going to start with pies. So let's see. Pies, just to set its most simplest, pies flying through space. It's just take that. And it's very rough, and we're using an image strength of 40.45, so let's bring it up to 50-50, just give it an even chance. Good lord, these all look like volleyballs. Little UFO over there. All right, so clearly, I mean, I didn't expect much. This is a very powerful picture. It's, you're never usually going to want to do just 50-50, but 75%. And that's some interesting shapes. It's a real mishmash. It almost looks like an arcade carpet from the 80s. So let's bring this down. And don't forget, because the lower the config scale, the more, again, I find it to be sharper, more detailed, but a little less creative. So the higher you go, the more blunt it gets, but a little more wild. So let's just crank it up. Like fucking 14. That should be out of the attic. Oh, look at that. We got an eyeball. You know what? This may work better for this kind of chaos, because it's already a shitload of pies. And oh, what is this? Finished. But at least we got some planets and all that. So this is kind of an interesting result. All right, let's bring it down the other direction. Bring it down to 4. And this should be a lot less. Yeah, see, it's a little more. God, it almost looks like the art back here almost looks like like a Jetsons cartoon background. Looks cool. I like it. All right. Let's bring it down just a little more, because this, just to check out what happens. See, now, I mean, I don't really know what the hell these are. Let's do a couple more. These look like desserts. These look like some kind of pie. It's something. Now, when we go a little too low, watch what's going to happen. It's going to be... Well, that's actually better than I expected, but no, 1.5 should be really bad. And I see we're losing, like, coherence. It's a little more... Although that's the nicest picture I've seen at this. It's not even a nice picture. It's just... Yeah, alright. Let's do a couple more. Yep. You go down to 1. Forget it. You're done. You know, usually it makes this impossible to see pattern. Oh, you know what? It's because I'm doing the image strength. If we did this, like, over here, let's just go over to... Just generating it without a source image. Just from that description. See, there's some pies. Technically, I guess that's space, although it looks like a child's counter. But let's bring it down to 4, what we had before. And... See, now there's a very, very clear pies. Very, bring it down to 2. Oh, no. It looks like somebody dropped the pies. Oh, no. So I am not in the least... Okay, here we go. Now it's just indistinguishable. It's like you can't really tell what you're looking at. Although see, this is getting different results than I would normally get because I'm live and recording. So this is what's going to happen. That's fine. That's fine. Everything's a learning process. Though I feel like I should have already known that, but that's okay. All right, anyway, let's get back on task. Let's, all right. Pies flying through space, I think... Yeah, let's bring the scale back to something regular. I mean, look at this. It's like chaos. All right, we'll go back to 7. 7's a good kind of like midpoint where you get really good results, but they're not too crazy, but they're kind of... It's where you start from. But let's see. It's a little astronaut. Louise got like a little insect wing back here. Okay. Yeah, there's the... Now, see, it's the original art, but it's a little different. It's a little different. All the little details are... I kind of dig that. Alright, that's not why we're here. So let's start without image to image. Let's go back to regular text to image. And let's work on our pies flying through space. Let's... it's going to go a little slower, but let's get it a little wider canvas to match the... Wow, that's a big pie. It's a good looking pie, though. You know, can't deny that. All right, let's see. So what do we get? Like maybe a flock of pies? What's the plural of pies? Or like, well, it's pies. What the hell is that? That is an interesting result. That's something I would expect to see at a lower config scale. Yeah, we know we get one pie. We can very easily send a pie into space. And well, now we get 2 pies. Flying sideways. Those aren't pies, those are birds. I mean... These pies have like... Do the pies have fries? Or are they just some sort of anomaly? That's weird. That's real weird. Now that's a lot of pies, but they're cartoony. And they're not flying sideways. So we're gonna use plus to give sideways a little more weight. And see what we get. And I definitely think we must insist on pies. Well, we got multiple pies facing upward. So I wonder if... Now that would be stupid. I was thinking to myself if I could use a negative of like top of the pie or something like that, but that ain't gonna work. Nah, through space is better. Oh yeah, flock. That was a joke. I wasn't supposed to keep it. Multiple pies flying sideways through space. That's a lot of pies. Those are good looking pies too, although this one's kind of giving me some Nazi vibes, and I don't like it. All right. What else can we do? I guess we could just keep rolling the slot machine here. But these are clearly not in space. I did not foresee this to be an issue. What the fuck is this? Oh no, what do I do? So maybe I gotta see a pie pan. Maybe if we're forced to see the side of it. No, there's a pan around that. Shh. I have no idea if we're gonna succeed either. This is just I went into this. See, a lot of times when people make a video, they're like, oh man, they already got the result. We're going to go back and see how they did it. I don't know how this is going to go. This is an interesting... These two are really interesting. It's like... oh, man. All right. I got nothing more to say than it was interesting. Deep commentary. Oh, we feel like we're so close. Multiple sideways. Maybe if we increase the position of the sideways. Let's see. Sideways pies. Maybe if we group them together. Cinematic. I don't know. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's see. Wide angle view. Right angle lens. Distant wide angle lens. See, I'm trying to solve multiple things at once here. It's just not working. Large number of sideways pies. Hundreds. It doesn't usually do very well with quantity. I've heard people say that, and that's been my experience so far. It's like, if you ask for 12 of these things, you may or not get it. May or may not get it. Seeing some really interesting pie designs. I really like that. But that's not why people are here. Look at this. Yeah, this one's been eaten into. Or at least sampled. Wide angle lens. What else can we do? Hundreds. I don't know if words like this actually make a difference. I would not be surprised if they got stripped at some point early on. Let's see. Hurtling? Is that how you spell it? Hurtling? I gotta look that up. It is hurtling, like turtling, but hurtling. You've hurt your turtle. Turtle hurtling. Oh no. Alright. So maybe we gotta enunciate that one. One thing I'm not sure about is if putting weight on multiple words like this, if it's like there's a cap of how much total weighting you can do, or if it all just works. Or if I like by putting more weight on hundreds, am I diminishing the others as like an average? I have no idea. So maybe by putting weight on the wrong word, I'm making everything else worse. Who knows? So let's take pie pan out of there. We don't need to see that. I hate that I like how it looks. right, so let's bring the config scale down. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe we gotta make it stick to the prompt. I mean, it's everything but sideways. Angled, maybe. Angled. Maybe that'll get us something. I like how that last one looked. Oh, here we go. We got it. Well, maybe that was the key. Maybe I need to pack a thesaurus. But I like how this looks, though. They don't look like they're in space. They look like they're on a placemat of space. Which is a much more attainable goal, I suppose. Oh, we get a sideways space. Oh, God, this is so tantalizing. Flying through space. Let's just try flying again. Wide angle lens. Ultra wide. Lens. I've had good results with the ultra wide lens key phrase in the past. Yeah, this one sucks. I wasn't contemplating that. I was just looking off screen at chat. See, thought I saw something. Not chat, Slack, but in the future it'll be chat. Anyway, that is kind of a cool picture. I'm digging it. It's not what I want, but I dig it. It's like the slogan of this entire series. It's not what I wanted, but I like it. Let's put a little more weight on angled here. That was finally coming through for us. Maybe less pie weight. Wow, there's some wallpaper for you. Actually, you know what? Let's pin that seed so it doesn't change, and go over it. And I never know how this. Let's make sure we can recreate the picture. All right. Because all it takes is one hair out of place and your whole picture is different. All right, so let's go to seamless tiling. And I want to see how that looks. And it's completely different. Very nice. Very nice. All right, never mind. Oh, shite. All right, never mind. Let's go back on the hunt for the perfect pies. You know what? Maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. This is clearly getting us some really handsome looking pies, but we're not getting to what we really want. And that's fine. That's fine. So let's just make a nice outer space background, and we'll see where we get within painting. Or, oh, I get an idea. All right, space. Just space. Let's see what space brings us. Space brings us sprace. Yes, as you would expect. Sprace? Is that like sprunt? I can't believe it gave me a word. All right, this one we can use a higher config scale because space is the place where you get pies in your face. Space. Let's see. Realistic photo. See, I don't want a painting. I don't want to... Why do I have that grain? That's interesting. So does that look like a pie lane? A lane where you would see pies? I don't know. Well, let's bring it up to 512. Okay. Pies in orbit. I don't really want to plan it, y'all. Well, okay. That's... I assume just typing in space would be the biggest gimme. It would be so simple. Oh, man. That's too bright. It drives me nuts seeing really great pictures in being like, you're beautiful, but there's nothing I can do with you, and then just deleting them from this universe once again. They existed for like a split second. That's creepy. That's really creepy. I mean, I've seen so many like people's faces, and they look so real. And to think that, I mean, I look at them and it's like I can see a whole history in their eyes. You know, it's like you can see their childhood and their hopes and their dreams and all this shit. And they just came into existence 23 seconds ago, and then I hit delete and they're gone. That's some science fiction shit right there, man. Maybe I need to give this more steps. It won't be as grainy. I may just have to have the pies in orbit. Oh no, bullshit! I can't deal with that. All right, I can't deal with that. All right, I don't know what that means, but all right, Earth. Don't you give me more? What is this? An ad? All right. Outer space. I'm clearly not crisp enough for this. Outer space photo. Hubble photo. Let's try Hubble. Oh, now you're in Hubble. Ah, fuck it. Hubble's just gonna give me like really outrageous shit. So let's see. Outer space. Starfield. What is this border? Actual telescope. Satellite view. Oh. Well, that has some promise. Let's put some planets on here. No, not lined up like a fucking can. What are these? Look at that. What is this? I mean, that's Earth, obviously. But what the fuck is this? Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, I love it. But it's not enough. It's not what I want. No. It's, all right. Thus, yeah, that's not gonna work. Maybe I shouldn't have put planets in here. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Although if I can get a comet in there, that would be pretty fucking boss. What is this, the Twilight Zone? Oh no. Oh my god. Is the Twilight Zone the same as Torgo? Hold on a sec. Or my brain is just completely screwed up. Hold on a sec. I gotta put this on. Where's the music? I gotta pause that shit. I know I'm just misremembering this. This is not correct. This all makes sense in a second. All right. I'm muting the music. Let's do Twilight Zone theme. Listen to that. Alright. So now let's do Torgo's theme. I got 10 minutes of Torgo's theme. Maybe? Tell me there isn't something there. Alright, never mind. Let's get back to pies. Alright. So it's definitely... I knew there was... I can't believe my brain never made that connection before. Alright, outer space, Starfield... Just fucking Star Trek, man. There's something really ugly about these space images. It's like there's like this stippling in the grain and everything. I turned the steps up. I'm going to go even higher. I'm going to make it up to 80 steps and just see what comes out. Anything over 60 is a waste, usually. And it can destroy detail. In this case, it's giving us some Duplo shit. So let's turn the steps down the other way. That's pretty. See, you can see like the pattern in there. Let's see. What do you call it? Oh my God! Not a sanitarium. Observatory. Thank you. I'm getting a picture of an observatory. Of course I am. Telescope. Yeah, no, telescope, fine. Some of these kind of phrases don't work. You got to think in terms of what somebody would write as a description for their photo. Let's see. And we're back. Outer space. Star field. Black. Alright, stop it. Just stop it. The fucking ruler down here? What are you doing? Oh, please stop. Realistic. Not a fucking... If we find something that's good. Oh my God, that is cool. Oh, look at that. It's like, oh man, that is cool. Go away. Okay, you say that's realistic, but I think we're going to differ on that. What the hell? Jeez. Outer space star field. What could be making it do that? Get rid of outer in there. Let's see, nebula. That. I think I'm just gonna have to live with that pattern. You know, I kind of like. Oh my God, I love that sofa. Ooh. Space. Astronomy, astronomy, astronomy. It's like, why the hell wasn't that like the first word off my tongue when I started doing this? You know what? That's maybe. It's the Mutara Watermark Nebula. Alright. I'm going to ignore the patterns that I keep bitching about and just try to find something nice. Colorful. That's, you know what? Oh, man, it almost looks like an anus. I was going to like that one, too. Alright, I need something that actually looks like outer space. Not to say that actual outer space doesn't look like outer space, but you know what? That's cinematic. Fine, let's go with that. Alright, so thank God, right? So we're going to do the first in-painting pass. And I'm going to do something a little different this time. So I'm going to take this and send it in painting. And there we go. And let's think about this. Look at the original. It's up there. We got the comet. We need to get, what's the most important thing, I guess, is to get, we got a planet. But it's not a ringed planet. But I wonder, well, let's see what we can do. Let's get a ringed planet somewhere. Somewhere roughly where it is on, like, down here. Put it in between the three of these. So let's see what we got. We got a, so just straight up plagiarize Saturn. Let's see. We gotta bring the image strength up, which I think was my problem a lot in the past. Let's see. Sometimes when it comes to painting, you just gotta keep doing it. And eventually, you'll get a beautiful planet. Although usually you should be getting some by now. Come on, man. Planet Saturn. Oh, we got a smudge. Yay. Oh, come on, man. Alright. You know you wanna. Well, while I keep spinning these reels, you know, there's like this over here, this toggle loop back. And I'm wondering, I mean, as I understand it, the idea is supposed to be like right now, when I generate a picture, the picture that gets generated automatically gets put over here. So you keep iterating like that. But I'm going through a billion iterations just... It's like this is a foregone conclusion that I'm going to get some nice result over here. And I don't. I mean, it's really weird that we haven't seen anything yet. But yeah, no, it's always a struggle. To get something to show up. I mean, it shouldn't be. It's kind of weird, really. In the past, there's been a bug, like right here, where it's still, you can tell that, okay, that's my mask. But I would do something, and it was clearly doing the whole image, but wasn't actually doing anything. And I'd sit there for like 20 minutes, not literally, but for a good long time, trying to get something to generate. Nothing would. So it was a bug, but that's not happening here because we're seeing that. Maybe you do more steps? Well, this is a pretty basic shape. This should be pretty easy. See, now we're gonna go into the Doctor Who mode and just start flipping switches and hoping. So the image strength was often in the past a factor because it would be trying to use too much of the original image, and there maybe wasn't anything there it could latch onto. But that's not the case here. I know Perlin noise doesn't work, but I'm going to do it anyway. Like to kind of like change up. This is unbelievable. So you can see it changing it when I go through the generations here. What if I do something stupid like potato? It's like my fallback thing. Potato would actually be pretty funny. See, I'm wondering if it's just because it's such a plain background. See, now we're just going crazy here. This should be like something interesting, if incomprehensible. Oh, see, there's something. Hey, we got a spud. I get the thing, and I'm still surprised. I don't know. I kind of feel like I feel like I earned that one. God. Let's see if we can get Saturn. Alright. Oh, man. Hey! There's no rings, but that's a pretty damn clear Saturn, man. That was fucking dope. Come back. Come back. But have rings. Saturn's rings. Saturn. Planet Saturn. We're here from planet Saturn. They wouldn't say that, would they? They'd be just like, hey, welcome to Saturn. But we say planet Earth. What does that even mean? Planet Earth. Well, we know what planet means. We know what planet the Earth means, but giving it that honorific or descriptor or whatever you want to call it, planet Earth. I'm just trying to wonder, like, where would the... Oh, there's a really smushy Saturn. That's ugly. Realistic. Oops. Astronomy photo. Oh, yeah. Boy. Come on. Come on, you were so willing before, man. Do it. Oh, man. While it's resolving every now and then, it's like, oh, I think I see it. And then it's gone. Which may be a hint to how it makes these pictures. Kind of makes it a shame that you couldn't save these at different step settings as it's going and just kind of slide through it. This is all in its infancy. Imagine where it'll be next year, 5 years from now, decade. That's just in this one small tech. Well, I say small, but it's gotta have huge implications. But not if I'm using this as an example for anybody. All right, you know what? Let's go back to the potato, because that's at least funny. Or I could use that. You know what? Go to this for a second. Let's take all the parameters that we had for that. Make sure we can rebuild it. We can rebuild Saturn. All right, so now let's tweak the steps and see what happens. Like 23. And look at that. It's not there. The planet is gone. That's 43. That's close to what I had before. Indy. 32. See, even up to 32. If we hadn't been on 42, you wouldn't have seen it. So let's try 60. And it's gone again. It's such a crapshoot, man. Wow, that's interesting. So that's 50. Let's keep it at 50. Maybe there's a sweet spot that I'm... And now we'll bring down the config scale. Maybe it'll make a little more of a realistic planet. Or if any. I'm just going to go all the way down. Even though, in theory, there should be nothing there. Yeah. Alright. That was just a little bit of science on my part. 19. Oh boy. I never play up this end. Oh no, the planet, it's gone. The fuck did it go? Well, we have full 30? Really? Huh. What about 29? 29.5. Alright, 29. Folks, this is incredibly boring for you. I apologize. But I guess if you've made it this far, then it doesn't really matter. Alright, so, okay, 30. I'm just going to change the sampler and see what we get. I'll bring it down. Ah, boy, that's an interesting one. All right. All right, let's keep it on 30. Let's just, and then now we'll turn the random number generator back on. See if we can find something interesting else. Man, I'm so glad I can hear the music now, too. The previous one of these, yeah, it was just silence the whole time. Oh, hey, we made a star. That was nice. We got the rings. Honest to God, I thought this was going to be the easier part. I'm just making it sadder. Jesus Christ. Saturn, space, photo, planets. I just don't know why it's having a problem with the rings. Oh, rings. Gotta use my words, man. Come on. Oh yeah, we should be bringing this back down to 40. Let's bring the config scale back to reality. It's where all the well-behaved planets would be, if they exist. I wonder. See, what I want to do right now is take this mask and instead apply pixels to this spot, so that this spot is clearly defined as the one to change. I've seen other image-to-image things doing that, where they just draw like we did. Actually, we did that last week with the. Should I be doing it now? Or I just do it with this picture. Yoink. Maybe I should. All right, never mind. Let's see. Yeah, this is not the one. Begins with a K. Click. Oh, there we go. This is our paint tool. So let's paste this image in here. Is image. So now this is our image. All right. So let's get. Let's see. What can we do? What would be the best route here? I want to get something that matches the background, but doesn't necessarily have to be purple. But let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. All right, where's the brush? Brush, size. Oh, there we go. Let's see, how big would we like it? Like that? And then make the rings maybe a darker color? Maybe? And by rings, I mean this ridiculous friggin' thing. Now, I've done this once before in the past. I've had some success. Let's see how it goes. All right, so this is terrible to be screenshotting. Oh, maybe I'm underestimating this program. Can you save to my clipboard? That would be cool. Save. Oh, whatever. That we can do. That's kind of cool. All right. Oh boy. All right. So let's. Oh, image to image. No, is it? No, it's not. All right. I think. Oh yeah, we usually do this in image to image. I have no idea what's going to happen here. That's exciting. All right. I don't think anything. But if it does, this could change everything. It has not changed everything. But it has fixed it, though, which is kind of interesting. It's almost like what we do in Photoshop. So now, all right, image-to-image strength. Now we get to lean a little more on the picture. So let's go to 50, just to see what happens. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, my God. All right. This does change everything. I need to be buddies and give it a hint on what to do. Oh, this is great. All right. These are the things that excite me nowadays. All right. Oh. Oh, hell yes. Yes, that's great. It's beyond what I imagined, man. It actually fits nice with this. I like it. Oh, that's a fatty. Oh boy. Folks, we may have pies tonight. Oh, I just love that. Oh man. All right, we gotta move on. I gotta pick one. That looks like Tupperware. Oh, man. Realistic, clear, planetary. Huh. It's kind of interesting. Rings, rings, rings. Show me rings, baby. Actually, do I even need, like, to say, to say rings? I mean, it's clearly Saturn at this point. Yeah, see? Rudolph the red-nosed, Rudolph the red-nosed, Rudolph. Oh, he bent his ring. Oh, that's gotta suck. It used to be that when a planet bent its ring, we'd have to shoot it. It was humane. But nowadays, we just take them to the vet. That's nice. I'm keeping that. That's pretty. That's got a little bit of a inner glow about it. All right, so we're going to send it to inpainting. So we can now, we have locked in Saturn. Looking pretty. I like it. So let's see, the other feature was a comet. So now we can really bust this fucker up. All right. So let's, I don't know why I'm being aggressive about it. All right, so we pasted it as an image. So let's see, what's that comet going to look like? It is coming down like this. So let's see, it's got a white tail. Let's make it, no, the pies are going to be brown. Now let's just see how much color plays a role here. I think it very clearly does, but it could also be matching the background too. So let's make this a cyan colored or teal colored comet. Make it a little bulbous. All right, let's see what happens with that. All right. Things about to get bulbous. I've got to play it. I got to fucking play it. Hold on a sec. See, I'm gonna be see. I was doing this with the hopes of not doing any kind of things that would get me content matched, but clearly, that's gonna be I'm my own worst minefield with this. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Oops. Oh, fisheye lens. Jesus, you idiot. It's got me, though.
Strongbad, wake up!
Blackthorn, Burglabus.
The people need your help!
Wait, the who?
I mean the Purple!
There you go.
They need your help! It's been too long since they had a #1 jam! They've been scraping dope rhymes up off the kitchen floor just to survive!
Another #1 jam? All right, I'll do it. For the Purple. Woke up this morning in a rap song video.
Can you help me with my hip-hop video?
Well, Coach Z, that all depends. Can you get your green mittens on a fisheye lens?
I'm sorry, did you just say womp womp?
That's right, and you know what that means.
I don't.
Things are about to get bulbous.
Womp womp, I bought a fisheye lens and make a rap video with a couple of friends. It goes womp womp.
All the ladies and men, they know everything is better with the fisheye lens.
Hey, that chorus wasn't kidding. Check out how cool my ramp points look.
With a fisheye lens, you don't need to know how to rap or skateboard or do anything well. Just put the camera on the ground and aim it up.
My kicks look huge and my crew looks tough.
We got bulbous hands.
And bulbous feet.
Turn your back to the camera, shake those bulbous cheeks.
Oh, look at that. I've got a considerable rear shelf.
That makes me uncomfortable. I bought a fisheye lens to make a rap video with a couple of friends. It goes womp womp. All the ladies and men, they know everything is better with the fisheye lens.
And once you use the fisheye, well, you just can't stop. It used to be kind of expensive, but then the price dropped.
Look at that.
I jumped in slow motion.
That's so cool.
Without a skateboard, that should look absurd. With my fish eye lens, hey, haven't you heard? I got the move, so make you say.
Those are some exceptionally smooth moves.
Go G.
Hey, Speed.
What you got for me?
I got the I-H-Y.
lens.
Let's pretend I got 10 girlfriends and make amends in my Benz with a fisheye lens. It goes.
Womp womp. I brought a fisheye lens to make a rap videos with a couple of friends. It goes womp womp. All the ladies and men, they know everything is better with a fisheye lens. Man, fisheye lens, I bet you could even make lame stuff look cool.
Yeah.
What about tax papers?
Oh, look at how cool those capes look. How about the pair of tan pants?
Oh, somebody say country dish towel.
Country dish towel.
I have an idea of what we could try. What happens if you point it at a real fish eye?
What? Tick. Tato, tato. Tick. Do, 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 do. Cha-cha. Big! What happened to the honey?
Bring back the fisheye. Homestar, you broke our rap song video.
You turned us into a Dixieland jazz band.
Why y'all gotta be dissing on Dixieland? I think it's great. It's got several syncopations. Several syncopations.
Oh,
Several syncopations tonight.
Several syncopations tonight.
Womp womp, I say, womp womp. Everything is better with this pescatary oculation.
The cheat! That was incredible! I get this, put it, have it. 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 I get this. I'm buying you a pizza! Whoa, guess I can conjure ceiling pizzas now.
Ah, yes. I have now gotten that out of my system and into yours. So yes, what were we doing? Oh yes, we're making a comet appear. Ooh. Alright, let's get these background beats all whizzied up. See? Whizzied. Alright. Slap down a mask. Over the comet. We're gonna get a pretty comet, I'm hoping. Let's see. Pretty comet. Oh my god, it's a world eater. Okay. Obviously. Why am I keeping pretty? Let's get comet in there. Kind of looks like a fist. Alright. 34 steps. Oh boy. Yeah, alright. Yeah, so color, yep, definitely playing a big role. Realistic. Do we really want a realistic comet, actually, come to think of it? Because a realistic comet, I don't know. Ah, it's so strong. Alright, might need to bring this down. Yeah, like 90 maybe. Ooh. Oh, pretty. Ooh. And it's gone. Actually, you know what? I did like that. Let's pin it and see if we can make any kind of enhancements to it. Or completely destroy it. Okay, that's fine. 5. So really strong. Oh, it's a little too much. I wish I had a better shape. Kind of looks like a space sperm right now. Oh man, I kind of like that. Kind of. Definitely feel like we're onto something. That's that. Oh man, I wish I hadn't said space sperm because I kind of dig this. But I guess that is what a comet looks like, kind of like a space sperm. So maybe it's not that crazy. So let's see if we get some of that background mixed in with it. Looks nice. I mean, I expect that, but still, I like seeing it. Now, if I take this off, is it generating the same image? Yeah, it is. All right, it makes a bit of sense. 5. Does it look better with down here? Yeah, no, it's too bright. All right, 70. Let's see if we can dial it in. 76. 79. I don't know why I didn't just go to 80. But 84. Yeah. What the fuck was that? Uh-oh. There we go. No, I like that one. That's a good one. All right, so let's send that to inpainting. Ah, boy. I guess the next thing... Well, here's the thing. My plan was to take this into image. See, we need to get... The next step will be to get the pies in there. Which, I'm not putting each individual pie. I swear to you. Usually when we send this to image, and we say space scene with Comet and Saturn, you know, sometimes you get a much better image than what you provided over here. Because see, this looks like a person made some choices. It's not very good looking, but if we can get it in here, we may get something that's much better. Let's see. Bring this down. I mean, I don't want to completely kill the picture either, so I want to keep some of that composition, but I also want it to look better. See, Saturn's already looking better. See, that's... what is it doing to the comet, though? Oh, so look at that, looking more nebula-like. That's kind of cool. Let's let it go crazy. No, we won't. Not too crazy. Come back down to Earth, please. Oh, why is it making it look like that, man? Oh, man. Sharp, icy comet. Describing it as icy mean anything? I don't know. make it look like a galaxy. Oh, shit. Jesus. Man, I really thought this was going to work. Outer space. Outer space. Icy comet. Saturn. Oh yeah, wait. It's being really brutal to that comet, man. I don't know why I switch samplers. I have no feel for it, but sometimes it can just be like driving into a completely different highway. Still driving, you don't know if you're on the right side of the road or not. Might be going into traffic, but it's different from where you were. Oh man, this might need another roll of in painting. That sucks. Alright, what was that? Is that a golf ball? And a... Alright. Where's that really nice planet we had? Is it that one? Maybe it was that one. We'll stick. Oh, fuck that. I want this one. The one we've already got. Alright. But maybe we'll give that comet a second pass. What the shit is... It looks like a big crystal turd with peanuts. Tail. I am genuinely shocked that this does not understand what a fucking comet looks like. I mean, I'm even letting it do like a cartoon comet here, man. I don't give a fuck. Just give me the old comet. I fucking know what that is. You're killing me. All right. 3, 2, 1. Alright, get out of here. Get out of here. We'll just take this and say fuck it. Starting with... Let's see if we can get some of these pies in there. Because we do have to end this at some point. So let's... This is going to fail. We know it's going to fail. Because we spent the whole beginning of this fucking with it. And we're having that problem. So now either we're going to get a space llama or hundreds of pies flying through space. Oh, that's kind of neat. Look at that. Look at this cartoon star. It looks great. Oh my god. No, it does. Oh my god. All right. Get it together. This is business. Now you're just making like space shapes. I don't want to see a planet. I want to see pies. Maybe I gotta, maybe, you know, hundreds of flying pies. I don't need to say space. We already got space. That's, you know, that's about as close as we've come. Oh, it just looks like garbage. Oh no. Oh, apple pies. You know what? Pies, there's a lot of pies, man. But what's the most generic of pie? The apple pie. Let it be known, this is the first pie in space in this video. This looks like rice balls or something. Ah, boy. Oh, my strength is up way too high, man. Although I think I want that. Shit. Hey, you know what? I'm going to call it a win if they're flying away from the camera into it. I think the spirit's the same. Hundreds of apple pies. Hundreds of apple pies flying in formation. Interesting. Let's bring the steps down. Woo, pizza rolls. Gimme. That's kind of scary. Adding that may have been a mistake, but oh, it's like meatballs. Oh man, we got meatballs flying through space. That's kind of cool. Say it with me. It's not right, but it looks cool. Yeah, we're not gonna get anything. Oh, it's a pastry. It's definitely a pastry. Alright. See, I don't know if flying in formation is good or bad. Oh, you know, it's a real stretch. But we don't know how many of those contain pies. Yeah, right. I don't want birds. I know we're flying in formation. Interesting. Technically, those could be them. I would accept that as the worst outcome, but a technical win to close the episode out. Holy shit. I just want a pie, man. Oh, apples pies. Apple pies. I think we'll get there, believe it or not. I have a little bit of optimism. As ever, I think we'll get something. It won't be what we expected, but we'll have made this worth the journey. Those could be pies. Come on. Just wondering if there's something else I could do here. Alright, maybe I don't need to, they don't need to be flying. They just need to exist. Technically. Oh, I mean in terms of having a transparent background. So you're gonna do this. No, not macro. Rose. Apple pie rose. Hundreds of rows of apple pies. It just ends up looking like a fucking poodle, man. This ain't right. Cosmic fishnets. Oh, I just want distinct pies. Flying in space. Is that too much to ask? This is starting to become longer than the previous episode. We're already at an hour and 11 minutes. And I had in the last one episode it was at 1.5. And I said that's not how long I was going to have these, but I don't know. Wow. Well, I'm playing fucking Strong Bad and everything. I mean, that's I guess that's got to be part of it. All right, so we're not apple pies. Hundreds. Split in space. I had hope. Once. You know, that's cool enough to almost be okay. Apple flying through space. Oh, it's supposed to be a pie. Oh, you fucking idiot. Alright. Never mind. Now, yes, I know, Apple. I can't use your apple pie. Maybe I should just go back to pies. Pies. Oh, that's one. Maybe I should think smaller in this case. So let's just actually manually do a couple pies. And I found that I can do like this sometimes. So let's just see. Pies in space. Let's turn that image to image up. Yeah, like my query is being way too like composition innate. Compositiz? Is that a word? Is this a word? It's too complicated. Man, I think even this might be stretching it. Pie. There's a pie. Everyone, look, there's a pie. Actually, you know what? Go back to that. Go ahead and do this. I'm curious. Will I just be amplifying the existing pie? No. Fruit pie. All right, get out of here. I guess. What was I gonna do? just individual pie. I think that's what I was going to do. Since we already made a mess of this one. Come on. Stop with the logo, will ya? Jesus. What a jerk. Come on. Yeah, all right, all right. Why is this becoming an impossible task? Usually have pretty good luck with these things. Oh, that's kind of nice. Just basic pie, y'all. It's really getting it's really getting hung up on that. God damn it. What the It's like you're ignoring my prompt. I mean, it's trying to make that logo. Wow. It's like it smelled blood and that's all I can do now. Boy. Oh wow. Yeah, the input boxes have these kind of weird bugs. I wonder if it's because it's the lower steps and like hits that first. So let's crank the steps up, see if that makes a difference. I'm not optimistic about that, but Brenda can fix it back down. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. Let's go back to one that's nice and clean. You know what? Let's go even further back. Before I did any of that. I'm an absolute fucking idiot. I was supposed to mark the pies off in the editor. Right, come on, come on. Wow. What do I have over here right now? It's not that one. So where's the one where we got the freaking... Hold on a sec. Was it this one? Yeah, that's the one. Alright. Okay, let's mark down some pies, boy. Pie. It's a reasonable color, I think. So let's see. Small pie. Oh. have no idea if this is going to work. It doesn't seem like enough, but that's all right. All right. So yeah, get these fucking stupid things. Lamp. Blamp. 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 All right. Give me some pie. Okay. If you wanted mint leaves flying through space, yeah, right there. Oh my God, we have our first pies. We have hit pie 1, but you see how it's drawn similar patterns. I find that fascinating. It is very useful. Oh, you know what? I should be going back to that. Go back to the pies. Use that as pin the seed and revise it. All right, so let's bring those pies back. 63 steps. I don't think we need that many. Yeah, we're fine there. All right, so let's bring image to image down a little bit. Now we just get mint leaves. Not good. Oh my God, you're trying to draw the Apple logo into that shape, aren't you? You addict. You absolute fucking addict. Oh my God. You have a problem. Yeah, I'm losing my voice, man. All right. Are those leashes? God, they almost look like collars or something. Oh, this is bullshit. Burritos. I mean, do you not know what a pie is? Does this look like egg rolls? Which in and of itself is very funny. And leaves in the middle of an apple pie. Boy, oh boy. Alright. Maybe I should be going back up. We're just trying to hone this one really good seed. At least we were. They're not leaves, man. Like a Reese's cup. Alright. Back on the prowl. Come on, man. I made this so fucking easy for you. Photo of pie. No apple. Realistic photo of pie. Intricate detail. Micro detailing. boy, that's close. I mean, at least the design of it, anyway. Oh, wow. I feel very close. Maybe I am asking too much of them being sideways. Didn't I say angled pie before? Oh. Angled. I may need to make these just overhead, coming at the camera. At least for this. Just give this a couple more spins of the reel here. Ooh. Oh man, that was kind of close. Maybe I should forego the photorealism. Give it a little more wiggle room. It's like there's no way in hell you'd ever look at this and go, oh yeah, those are pies. A fork. All right, I'll accept 2 pies. Just 2 pies. You can have your little mint leaves in the corner. I don't care. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to pause the recording. And I'll come back with the real pie of one way or the other. And we will put this one to bed. Okay, I'm back. It's only been a few minutes. What I ended up doing was going back and changing up the template to just 2 pies like this. And look what it's given me. I kind of dig that, even though it doesn't quite make the. I mean, I guess it works, but then there's a couple of alternatives that are like that. That's a little too photorealistic, but I do like that it generated a shadow over here. That's kind of cool. Then you had these two, which are they got personality. So I'm just gonna give a couple more spins with this configuration because I think I already got one. As a full slice. It just came apart. Hey, there's some pies. Again, a little too photorealistic. I'm really fussy right now. I don't know why. Looks like there's 2 pies flying through space. Yeah, it looks like a 2 eyes, mouth, eyebrow up here. That was not intentional. All right, 2 more. I just love how these are coming out now. Bonus 3rd one. Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. I really like that. That's kind of neat. It's a whole pie. All right, so let's compare. Oh, where the hell's the picture? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's all right. We got our comet, we got our planet here. I mean, you have a really wide magnitude. I think we've improved the background a little bit. Oh, you know, we can... Nah, that ain't gonna work. Never mind. All right. Oh, bonus. Oh, that's right. You gotta do a bonus thing. So now that this is our final one for that, and I'll post that in on all my social media shit. But we gotta send this image to image now, and this is bonus points. Pi flying through space with Comet and Saturn. Oh, look at that! That's definitely a flying pie, man. That's. I think if we had this earlier on, I'd be. I don't know. All right, let's bring image to image back down to midpoint. It was just going hog wild here, changing everything. Oh man, it's doing some things, man. Bring our steps up. Let's see. Pi flying through space with Comet and Saturn. Let's see. Hold on a sec. There we go. All right. Let's see. Yeah, it's changing a lot of. It's losing a lot of the detail and stuff, but we want to enhance it. I almost couldn't do this. It's a pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie flying through space with a cyan comet and planet Saturn. By Greg. Oh man, that's kind of dope. I love it. Oh, the pie station. Oh man. All right, let's make sure we know who the star of the show is here. With a cyan. Can we just call it? Is it Halley's Comet? Comet and planet Saturn by Greg Rodkowski. See, I'm not sure which way would look better, so just have to experiment. I love that it made it a full-ass pie, man. What award-winning 4K. I'm not one of these 8K guys, man. I don't. How tags are? I mean, yeah, some people tag their shit 8K, but I don't think it ever mattered. See, this is nice. I love what it did to the comet now. That's way better. I would swap these two, even though I like how this kind of almost looks like Star Trek. So this, if we can get a good planet down here. Oh, man. Detailed planet, detailed Saturn. That might... I almost kind of wonder if allowing that... Well, no, this is bonus round, so anything goes. I was going to say making it... letting it become a galaxy. Oh, I like how that feels. Oh no, Gord. Gord's in space. Oh, yeah, all right. Get your pumpkin on. It's just like the Apple logo. Now it's just going to make pumpkins everywhere. We got a pumpkin Saturn. And a unique choice. Yeah, you can always tell how old a pumpkin is by the rings. Everybody's said that since the beginning of time. Titty Planet. Oh no. Look out. That's kind of cool. All right. You know what? I'm leaving it there. I think we've got our bonus material. We're fine. So thanks for hanging out. This was fun. I'm looking forward to doing another one sometime soon. All right. Lates.